First of all, both of them are intensely committed to state government accepting its responsibilities and doing its part in the federal system. Speaker Barnes is a young and dynamic man who has a lot of good ideas, and I think he's going to go to the public and help to sell those ideas. I think Governor Smith is going to be a very pleasant surprise to a lot of us who were somewhat dubious in the early days. I think that his commitment to the public school teachers and his commitment to a number of progressive programs for Texas is going to make him a very, very fine governor.
Mr. Clark, we saw Governor John Connally and Ralph Yarborough, longtime political foes, greeting Hubert Humphrey through many presidential campaign stops in Texas. Just how unified do you think the Democratic Party really is?
Well, it was interesting to all of us to see Governor Connally and Senator Yarborough bearing the hatchet and not in each other's skulls this time. I think that what we saw there was a commitment to the proposition that Hubert Humphrey should be elected President of the United States. I think at the same time we still have two different Democratic parties, a national party and a state party. I think that in that particular situation, the two men were able to reconcile their differences. Whether this kind of thing is reconciled at the state level is another question completely. I very much doubt that it is.
Well, it will mean a greater economy of movement of goods by air, primarily brought about by the sheer economy of scale involved in an air vehicle of this size. The direct operating cost of this airplane will be on the order of 2.5 cents per ton mile, as opposed to 4.5 cents with contemporary airplanes. And because of the palletization and containerization advantages of dealing with a large vehicle like this, the indirects will also be reduced, and we should see some general lowering of the air cargo rates, which in turn will help build the volume in the marketplace.
Can we ever expect logically to see a passenger version of the Lockheed 500?
We're not talking about a passenger version right now for several reasons. First of all, we're very excited about the future potential of the air cargo market, which, as you may know, is growing at the rate of about 17.5% per year compounded. This is as opposed to the tremendous passenger business, which grows at a somewhat slower rate, about 12% per year. Our Lockheed Georgia expertise is in the handling of cargo, and to top it all off, the world is not yet ready for a passenger airplane that will accommodate on 3 decks some 850 people.
We are committed almost to a man to large increases in teachers' pay, which are long overdue. State ranks on the order of 39th in the country in the commitment of its resources to public education, and we've got to do something about this. It's going to be a very expensive business. The lowest estimates I've heard have been in the area of $200 to $250 million per year for public education. That would be a 10% increase in the state's budget if there were nothing else. Now, this is for education through senior and high school. And at the same time, we have tremendous problems in our senior colleges and our universities. Tremendous overcrowding and inadequate facilities, and we've got to have more professors and better pay for them. We've got to face the public kindergarten issue. We simply cannot wait 10 years to have 2 years of public kindergartens. We've got to face vocational and technical education in a very serious way. This is going to be the overriding concern, and I think this is going to be known as the year that Texas got serious about public education.
Mr. Clark, just how are we going to raise all of this money?
I wish I knew. One thing I'm confident of, it's not going to be through a personal or corporate income tax in Texas. I think that there will be some exemptions removed from the sales tax. We will not remove the exemptions from groceries or drugs. I think we're going to have to pass a lot of taxes on some special groups who have been able to avoid taxes in the past. I think amusement taxes, luxury taxes are going to be hit hard. It's pretty hard to raise the $400 to $500 million we're going to have to raise without putting the bite on everybody pretty hard.